What's going on, everybody? Jeep Banerjee back here, and in this video I'm going to share with you guys exactly the number one thing that I see most commonly killing your conversion rate and why you're essentially not getting results with your dropshipping businesses. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First things first, guys, I do want to let you guys know more about my YouTube uploading schedule. So one thing that I'm more focused on now is creating content every single day on YouTube was just far too ambitious. I got too many things going on with my businesses. We just hit our 50th employee. So things are blowing up. Things are getting crazy. I do have to focus more of my time and attention on my businesses because at the end of the day, they are what makes me the most money. YouTube is something secondary. It's my way to give back to the community in the world. So as much as I'd love to do a video a day, I don't think it's gonna be possible, but I am going to be giving you guys 1 to 2 videos a week, dropping value, dropping knowledge, dropping insight, and especially dropping bombs that are gonna help you guys in leveling up. So that was that. And as always, please hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop videos, because I know my schedule is a little bit erratic just because of how erratic my, day-to-day life is. So I can't promise, I'm gonna drop every Monday or every Tuesday or something like that. So the way to get the content as soon as it drops is to turn on daily post notifications. That way you'll know as soon as a video drops. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and talk about this very, very important topic of what I see from all the students that I mentor, other e-commerce sites, and just the general grumblings I see, and from my own experiences of what the number one conversion rate killer in the world is, okay? So a lot of people take into consideration, for example, when they're using Shopify, they're like, oh, this person told me to use XYZ theme, so now that's the only theme I'm gonna use over and over and over again. And millions of people go out and then they basically saturate this one theme because they think if you have this theme, you're gonna have a successful e-commerce store. Big myth, okay? There are different themes that work for different audiences. And now let me explain something to you guys so you guys can understand that, right? A lot of people will tell you, oh, don't use pink, right? Pink is a horrible color to use for a website. It's not gonna convert, it's not good. Then you go look at Kylie Cosmetics, she's using pink, she's crushing it. What's the deal, right? Or you'll see a lot of people say, oh, don't use black. It gives a very negative connotation and a dark connotation to your website. Can't be successful using black. Then you go and you check out Nike and you go, Nike's using black as one of their main colors. There's a bunch of stores out there that are using Hot Topic. They use a bunch of black on their website. Why is it working for them? But now you have all these other people that are out there saying, oh, don't use black. Well, first thing that you guys have to understand is every color, every palette, every design, every scheme, every theme is a possibility. You just need to use the right themes, the right colors, the right schemes, and the right layouts for the right audience. Let me explain to you guys, okay? It's gonna start making a lot of sense now, okay? So let's say I identify, so the most important thing that you guys have to understand that I'm telling you, the biggest value bomb in this video is that you need to know your demographics and your audience, okay? So let me give you a couple examples about what I'm talking about, right? Kylie Cosmetics, what is her demographic? I don't know 100% because I haven't done the market research and spent the time and all that good stuff to figure it out. But just looking at her website and the posts that come out from her Instagram pages, etc., I'd be pretty confident in saying her age range is probably between that 15 to 25-year-old range for females, right? So pretty much the younger audience for women, like teenagers going in out of the teenage phase, right? So think about it this way. Go into a 15-year-old girl's room, for the most part, what are you gonna see? A bunch of pinks, unicorns, rainbow colors, etc. And then you go on Kylie's website and you go, she's using pink. Why? Because it's a color that resonates with her target audience. Her layouts, her bright splashes of, imagery and all that bright stuff that she's doing is done intentionally because she understands her target market, right? Now, if Nike went and did the same thing Kylie Cosmetics did and put together a pink website, what would happen, right? A lot of the male population would now drop off because they'd be like, pink? What's going on with this pink, right? And probably more likely than not, Nike's main audience isn't that 15 to 25-year-old woman, right? So you'd have massive drop-offs and Nike wouldn't be, well, what they are today, Nike, right, guys? Like, simple as that. So what did Nike go out and do? They said, let us use the most gender-neutral colors because we want to appeal to men, we want to appeal to women, we want to appeal to old people, young people, everything in between. So they went with mainly a black, silver, and white type of combination. You guys can go check out their website. Highly recommend it. And you guys start seeing these things, right? And there's a bunch of websites out there that do similar things like this. So the key thing that you guys need to understand, because I have websites that range in a broad variety of themes, layouts, optimization techniques, colors, placements of buttons, call to actions, all that good stuff, right? And so this is the way that you got to think about it. I'll give you guys a great example because I've been through this on my own, and it was one of the hardest lessons I learned. But once I learned it, man, did the cash start flowing in. The cha-chings from Shopify started ringing in. So let me tell you guys what it was that I discovered, right? So let's say I'm selling to someone that's over 65 years old, right? Sorry to all the 65 plus people out there. I love all of you guys. I love the elders, but at the end of the day, they are the elderly, okay? So the general elderly population has two big issues, right? One, they're not very good with technology. They just don't know how to use technology very well. I'm not saying all, I'm saying most. Statistics prove it because my website that sells to 65 plus people, balling out of control, right? Simple as that. So for a 65 plus year old website, what I might do is I might have a sticky add to cart button, right? That's gonna follow them throughout the website because my fear is, hey, if they scroll too far, they might not remember where the add to cart button was, get frustrated, and end up not checking out. So I'll put add to cart buttons everywhere, right? I wanna make it as easy as possible because I know they're not tech savvy. So instead of them thinking a negative connotation by me putting a bunch of add to cart buttons like it's spammy or it's sketchy, they're gonna be like, oh wow, this website's really helpful. I wanted to check out and boom, there was that button. So now I have a higher conversion rate, right? The second thing that I did that really crushed it with my 65 plus audience was I made the fonts and the text disgustingly bigger, right? I was just looking for the perfect word to say, but like if a normal person sees it, like, you know, someone that's like 25, 26 years old, they're gonna be like, what is going on with this website? Like this website looks like dog shit, right? Like that's literally what people will say. But when 65 plus people look at it, they don't have to go and find their reading glasses and then they end up trying to look for their reading glasses, they get distracted and they totally forget about your website, right? They don't need their reading glasses because everything is 10 times bigger. It's right in their face. The key details, the key points, everything is front and center right there for them, which is extremely crucial, right? So that's an example for like 65 plus. Now I have another brand that sells to, 18 to 24 range. And on that website, I don't have a sticky add to cart, right? Because from my market research and from the analytics tools that I used, which for example, I use something called Hotjar, which works very good. You can use VWO. Basically, it's gonna show you different activities that users are taking on your website. And you can basically almost in a creepy way, stalk your users and see exactly what's causing them to drop off. So that's a big thing that you guys need to understand. And that's gonna make a big difference and a big impact on what you guys do. So for the 18 to 25 brand, I don't use a sticky add to cart. There's just one add to cart button on the top. 18 to 25-year-old people are used to scrolling nonstop. They use Instagram, they use all that stuff. Like if you scroll halfway down Instagram and you wanna go back up and you wanna see, stories or something, you've got to scroll back up, right? That's pretty much what you have to do. So they're used to doing that. So I'm not going to bombard them with spammy add to cart buttons because that audience doesn't want that, right? I'm also not going to use, size 30 font all the way across my website because they're going to be like, this is absolutely weird. I don't understand this. What's going on? I can use a normal, size 16, size 14 font, and it's going to work well. These are just some quick examples. So the number one mistake that you guys are making when it comes to your conversion rate and why your landing pages or your websites aren't working is because you're just copying, okay? Just because Nike uses black and they've got the certain layout doesn't mean your audience is the same as Nike's. Your audience is going to be very different than Nike's audience, right? Nike has spent, if not millions of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars testing to get the best possible outlook with use of color, use of layouts, use of font sizes, use of placements, all that good stuff. So for those of you guys out there that are making mistakes, struggling with conversion rate, all that kind of stuff, first of all, identify who your audience is, okay? Who is your audience and how do they like to shop, okay? Instead of looking for just any old website or any other guru out there that's telling you, hey, use this theme and everything's gonna be good, instead, study other brands that are selling to the same audience as you, proven brands, not just random brands, right? Don't make that mistake. Proven brands and see what they're doing, and it might make a lot of sense for you to incorporate a lot of those things, which is what I do. I don't really study my competitors head on. I study other big brands in my industry or my niche that are crushing it by selling to the same audience. And by understanding what they're doing, I can incorporate those techniques into my brand, and boom, the sales start skyrocketing, right? That's what I've seen firsthand. So that's the number one thing that I'd recommend. And the number two thing I'd recommend, once you've figured out who your target audience is, which you have to, do a lot of research, digging, testing, A/B split testing, all that stuff, use a software like VWO or Hotjar or whatever else is out there that'll basically tell you what people are doing on your website, where you get a live view and you get to see, okay, Maybe like users are leaving your website because they can't find your add to cart, or maybe users are getting too many pop-ups and they get frustrated and that's what's causing them to bounce. So you can literally see what's causing users to leave your website. And from there, you can make far more informed decisions about how to lay out your website, where to put call to actions and all that good stuff. So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys have any questions, as always, drop them down below. Hope you guys got a bunch of value from this video. And as always, please subscribe. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content and my videos, and turn on video notifications so you guys can get up to date with the latest and greatest from me. That's it for this section, guys. And this video, I'll talk to you guys later.